Yes, I'll this.
Okay, let's look at this picture real quick. You got it up?
Mm-hmm.
By the ancient custom and by orders, strangers are not admitted while the house is sitting. It is ordered for the future. No person shall. Notice that word future.
Uh-huh.
Remember, a legislative body only has a jurisdiction over the future. Now we hide this and obfuscate it, but you can see it right there. It's clearly written out.
Mm.
Strangers are regularly admitted below the bar and in the galleries. Wow. Wow. When I saw this today, I thought of you. I said, oh my God, I got to give that one to Alicia. That is, I just randomly saw this. This was not notes I had taken. I was flipping through a book and I just randomly landed on this page and I said, oh my fucking God, I got to give that to Alicia. This is where all those. Now, I was going to misspeak. What did you say?
I was going to read the whole thing, just two right now, just so I could.
Okay.
Okay.
Read it out loud. Don't pretend like it's going on in your head.
As for the future, no person shall be in any part of the house during the sitting of the house, except Lords of Parliament and peers of the United Kingdom, not being members of the House of Commons and heirs apparent of such peers or of precedents. What is that word? Peeresses? What does that say?
Peeresses. That means like the girl peers.
Okay.
Female peers.
And okay, of the United Kingdom in their own right, and such other persons as attend this house as assistants. Peeresses.
Peeress is. There's 3 syllables there. See the word before it, peers?
Yep.
That's male. Now, peeress is female. And then you plural it, so peeress is. Think of the last es as is. Or actually iz if you want to be technical. Say peeress is.
Peeress is.
Yeah.
Peeress is.
Peeress is.
Peeress is.
You're not pausing. You're not enough syllables. Peeress is.
Peeress is.
Yeah.
Okay. However, strangers, however, are regularly admitted below the bar and in the galleries, but the standing order may at any time be suspended.
So let's look at a minute what we're saying here. Let me ask you for a minute, what do you think we're saying here?
We're talking about being out of bar. No, yeah.
Yes, but I mean, that's obviously what it says. What does it mean? Work with me a little bit.
I don't know.
All legislative bodies sit as the general court of their people. Okay?
Okay.
So even though we're talking about Parliament specifically, in general, we're speaking about the general court of the people. What's true of any court is true of most courts. This is one illustration of where those goofy people on YouTube land. Yeah, those are people that are not in OMA. They're in YouTube land. I know. Gotta keep all these fictional worlds straight. It's like D&D over here. They get this cockamamie idea. I'm sure you've seen videos and videos of the sort where I say, oh, I can stand outside of the barn. I don't go through the little gates in the courtroom, and therefore I'm not part of the court, and I'm still in the gallery, so I'm a stranger. Yes, this is one illustration of where they might get such a notion. Are they absolutely correct? Yes. Have I ever doubted or disputed that? No. However, they miss some fundamental ideas in their execution. Are they true? Like I say, yes. Does it matter? Well, that's up to the perception of the presiding officer. Take, for example, the people who play the name game on the same plane as we were just arguing the other day, right?
Yeah.
Can you stand on these distinctions? Can you stand out of bar and stand as a stranger? Could you stand out of bar as a man? Yes. Is it going to positively affect the proceedings against the person who's being called to court? No.
No.
So, are you correct to stand out of bar as a stranger and plead on behalf of the person who should be in bar? Yes, if you want to maintain that distinction. However, just know that if the person is not in bar, he will be marked tardy, and the proceeding will continue as if he never existed because he doesn't exist.
That's fucking true.
You have to be in bar to be in bar. If you want to be out of bar, you're out of bar. So, I mean, yeah, if you want to stand out in the street and holler in the window, hey, I'm not in your court. They'll understand you. They'll hear you. They'll say, okay, that guy out in the street, he's not in our court. Let's proceed. That's where they come up short. They don't understand. That has no fucking positive effect on the person. Now, could you gain some ground with that? Sure. If you're willing to convince the guy in the high chair that somehow you have some relevant reason for speaking and interrupting his proceedings, sure. And usually that's not going to get you the ground you hope to get. But could it? Sure. I mean, in all possible worlds, he might hear you. He might believe you. If you've convinced him that you have some relevance for being there, then God bless you, he might even take pity on you. But that's a lot of suppositions.